Hi betting experts, on Saturday, July the 27th, 7 cracking races on ITV on Saturday, the best of the action from Ascot and York, fast summer ground expected at both tracks. They've been watering a little bit at Ascot just to take the jar out of things. It's a belting card. The highlight is the King George at 340, 9 runners, looks a really good renewal. We start off with our betting expert, Daily Nap. This goes in the 150 at Ascot, a Group 3 over 6 furlongs for 2-year-olds only, and I think Handcuffed can continue the brilliant run of the Andrew Balding yard. Now, Andrew's had his team in blistering form all summer. He's actually had 13 winners in the last fortnight at a 25% strike rate, and this well-regarded filly is one of the best at home. She created a deep impression when making a winning debut at Newbury at the start of the month, despite racing quite freely under restraint. She now steps straight up into Group 3 company at Ascot. I think the fast ground, faster pace will help her settle a lot better under the top class Asheen Murphy, and she can swoop through late. She's a very smart filly in the making. I think she's going to be in Group 1s in the autumn. Our betting expert value angle selection goes in the 315 at York. It's the Sky Bet, a Group 2 over 1 mile 2, and I think King's Gambit can continue what's been a great start to training for Harry Charlton. Now, this progressive performer comes into this valuable midsummer prize fresh. Just 2 runs so far this season. I thought he was a desperately unlucky loser at the Hampton Court at the Royal Meeting in June, given a very curious ride by Buick, far too far back out of his ground, running on really strongly, but the winner JRB had gone by the time he was animated enough to pursue the clear leader. It was a really eye-catching effort. There's more to come from King's Gambit. Callum Shepherd takes over in the saddle with Buick riding at Ascot. I think he's liable to be pretty close to the pace on this occasion, with his stamina for 1 mile 2 now well established. The remaining 5 races on ITV on Saturday, we'll do them in time order, starting at York with the 205, a 5 furlong handicap, complicated perhaps by the fact it's for the jump jockeys. It's their Nunthorpe. There'll be some interesting styles on show. I think this is made for a fast finisher because there are at least 6 trailblazing front runners, and they will go off too fast. They won't be able to hold these speed balls. I think they're going to burn each other out and they'll stop, and I think Faro de San Juan might be the one to pick up the pieces under Charlie Deutsch. Now, Deutsch is more used to riding the 3-mile chases in the mud at Foss Lass for Venetia Williams, but I think he'll be sitting motionless, and that might be enough on Faro de San Juan, who's a strong stayer at 6 furlongs. Really caught my eye last time out. He's going to be a big price, but this race looks made for an upset. Back to Ascot for the 225, a Group 3 fillies and mares, the Valiant Stakes. I like Sirona here, who's had 3 runs for Menuisier since arriving from Charlie Johnson. I thought he ran an absolute cracker when second at Haydock in June, when she probably should have won, finishing strongly from a poor position. And then last time in the Falmouth, again, that was a messy race at Newmarket. I don't think she was seen to best effect. There's still more to come, and Asheen Murphy takes over from Ross Ryan this afternoon. Back to York for another unfathomable sprint at 240, 6 furlongs this time. Well, Radio Gugu's been a terrific advert for Dave Evans, been giving her running every week in victory and defeat, and this flat 6 furlongs on fast ground would be her optimum under Kingscote. Back to Ascot for a 7 furlong heritage handicap at 3 o'clock. I like Carry the One here, who's been improving. I think he's still ahead of this mark, despite being beaten twice since winning on fast ground at Newmarket in May. Things just haven't worked out for him, but this huge field, a strong gallop, if Pat Dobbs can weave his way through late, I think Carry the One seems sure to go very close. And finally, the day's feature, the 340, a Group 1, 1 mile forking, George VI and Queen Elizabeth Quipco Stakes. Well, I do like Rebels Romance here. Charlie Appleby has been operating at 40% for the last fortnight. His globe-trotting star has been targeted at this valuable prize all season. Actual career record is a remarkable 13 wins from 19 starts. Now, in the UK, we haven't seen many of those. He's been up and down the country, but I am encouraged by his only run on really firm ground was at Keeneland in the 2022 Breeders' Cup turf, and he absolutely bolted up there. So his turn of foot could be a real asset at the business end here. And I do think quite a few of these rivals might just be short of pace on genuinely fast summer ground. Best of luck with all 7 ITV races on Saturday, betting experts.